So Derek Carr, one of the most interesting quarterbacks in the league. Not sure if he's good or bad, but what I did was I searched 2020 Derek Carr versus MVP Tom Brady, which probably should have been Carson Wentz. Take a look at it. Fairly similar stats. I dive into the film. This is week 17. I'll probably do some more games, but I made a video last year saying why he could be a top 10 quarterback. He does some good things, bad things here, and let's get started. Okay, three more notes. Tom Brady and Derek Carr have similar play styles. I sound kind of dead in this video, and I am not a professional film reviewer. I'm just trying to get better. Hopefully I entertain. Let's get started.
Welcome to another episode of a film review. So today we are doing Derek Carr versus the Denver Broncos week 17. There's some good stuff in here, some bad stuff in here, and let's get into it. So let's go. Decent pass protection. You have your right tackle. I think that might be Trent Brown doing a good job. No, it's not Trent Brown. Trent Brown's way bigger. But I like when you get the ball out quickly on the first play. But this one, I think he needs to throw it a little bit faster. Honestly, no, that's a pretty bad job by the wide receiver, not getting open. So here we go again. You're showing a cover one look. So middle field is closed. And this one, he just tosses it really quick down to Renfro. You want to kind of get completions in the beginning of the game to just try to move the chains, not try to do anything special. So this is all scripted, I believe. So you have Hunter Renfro not really taking an aggressive path to the ball, right? And it's almost caught, but not caught. I mean, Derek Carr just 1-2, boom. You know, no wasted movements. Maybe a little bit high, but Hunter Renfro kind of lackadaisical does that. Okay, so this next play, cover two. So, middle field is open, but again, they want to do some shorter plays. Darren Waller, reliable, up the middle, a little slant route. Good job. Okay, so next play, you have a high-low look right here. They're rushing 5. Your offensive line is doing a pretty good job protecting, so that allows you to go deep to Aguilar, and he just beats his man. He just streaks down the field. If we take a look at it from the beginning, so you're gonna have two kind of crossing routes here, but he literally just outruns him. He thought the safety might get him, but this wide receiver kind of moves the safety. So decent play design, but just beats the man. Okay, so it's a pure cover 2. It looks to be more of a zone look, and Derek Carr just throws it away. He doesn't like what he sees. He goes, yeah, we have 2 receivers going there, and there's 3 defensive backs. I mean, he could have, I'm not too sure what he was thinking here too much, but Hunter is open, and it is a first down. So he goes to the screen, but it's obviously not open. So there's literally nothing you can do here. Honestly, the best thing to do, pitch it to the right side of where your field goal likes his, ball. Right hash, left hash, whatever. Okay, beginning of the second quarter, zone coverage once again for them. He's staring down the right side of the field, and he sees his man Darren Waller, and he fumbles. So obviously not Derek Carr's fault. What's going on the top of the screen is a little bit of crosser and then a deep concept. I forget the exact name of that. I watch film, but you kind of forget names of stuff. But Darren Waller's open, so you throw it to him, and then. I would also like this place. You have Devontae Booker lined up wide. You're not fooling anybody here. I don't know why he did that. Now, you have a couple routes that are going short here. You have 2 routes here that are going to the sticks. And then a guy covered. So he's like, you know what? I don't like what I see. I see a completion. Let me go with it. Okay, so John Gruden doesn't really do him any favors here. There are a lot of left running concepts. You have that deep middle safety right there. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. You can kind of maybe throw it over the top to this receiver. You have a receiver wide open here, though. So it is kind of smart to have something like that. It is a first down, as you can see. I think the concept was to get everyone deep left and then have 2 short concepts and see what they can do. So he's looking deep. I think he looks deep too much. I think the concept of this play is, hey, Derek, get the ball out the short while everyone runs deep. What I kind of want to mention is the run game does help him a lot. It does help him to get cheap yards. So now they're on the 30. It does allow you to get a 3rd and short. Now you can do a lot of things. So they have a bunch set to the right. You have a crossing route by Aguilar. And he decides to go deep, and it's a touchdown. So there are a lot of different things you can do on the 30-yard line or 28-yard line. You obviously can go for the field goal, but John Gruden probably told Derek Carr that you have a, somewhat of a rub route you're trying to do there, but it kind of fails. It's kind of funny. But yeah, deep, good throw, touchdown. So this one's a play action, but it's like a straight back play action. You have 2 deep routes going, and then come back. I'm not sure if this was like scripted. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Nice play. You're like, oh, they have 2 receivers going deep. You have that deep middle safety. I'm not too sure of this, but maybe this wide receiver has an out, and to say, okay, if I'm not gonna be open deep, I could just turn back and Derek Carr throws a bullet. Maybe not, since that was Henry Ruggs, and that seems like a little bit of an advanced concept. So again, bunch formation to the left. You have Darren Waller coming out. Derek Carr is serving. This is the reads go 1, 2, maybe 3 here, and he decides to take his check down. You know, he doesn't like what he sees in this route because that linebacker dropped back. You know, so this linebacker dropped back. He's like, I have this guy, so smart play, and I think gets the first down or close to it. So this one goes quick on film. You have a cover 2 look, I believe 4 people rushing. But they still are able to get to the to Derek Carr. I think that's Rodney Hudson. But Derek Carr winds up, decides to hold on to it, and he can't get it to him. I think, let's take a look when he kind of knows he's going to be open. He knows he's going to be open around right here. So he's already dodging somebody, and then he's down, pretty much. So he tries to throw it, tries to get an out, but, can't. Okay, so now you're at 3rd and 9. You're not quite in field goal range. So what I would do here is try to get a short completion, something, maybe an out route or something like that. So Derek Carr backs up, and everyone's to the sticks, but they're beyond the sticks here. Derek Carr decides to throw it over the top, and it was just short. He's aiming this one a little bit. Notice how he's running forward as he throws it. He's trying to aim it, I think, more than throw it. Just throw it, man. Let it loose. You can get out the back of the end zone, but it ends up being a pass interference, so probably a good play anyway. Okay, you're showing a cover 2 man look. It's more zone. It's kind of like the guy's in your zone, I believe. I'm not sure the exact defense for this. Kind of looks like, he let him go, passing on. So there's probably zone on the right, man on the left, and you decide to throw it out, quick. The guy's open, and let him fly. So there's a theme here of just if the guy's open, just get yards, So Derek Carr, one thing I do like about him, not crossing his feet, a little bit of a heel click there. I don't know why that's bad, but get it out to your receiver. Don't wait for these concepts to get open. This is late in the quarter. You see a guy open, throw. Okay, so now there's about a minute left in the quarter here. He does have to step up a little bit here. Based on that pressure, but let's take a look at the zone coverage. You have 2, similar to what happened before. You have 2 deep routes, and both of them are going to turn to the right. It ends up being pretty good for him since he did need to roll over to the right, but he's on the run. He delivers a strike. It's kind of inaccurate, but he still does catch it. These are hard passes. You think about it. You're running to your right, and you have to zip that in. Hard pass, good catch. Another cover 2 look by the Denver Broncos. Now they're in just pure zone. They're not trying to make a lot of things happen. He doesn't really see what he likes here. I would hit. I don't know why you don't like Ruggs. He kind of looks off him pretty quick. It is pretty tight coverage there anyway. So he decided to just throw out of bounds and live for another down. Okay, so now there's 37 seconds left to cover 2 look. Once again, you have this receiver that's showing deep, but then he runs to the right. Now I would just throw it to him. But the thing is, Derek Carr, I don't know what he's doing here. Look to the right, throw. He's, I think he needs to anticipate that a little bit. He's a little bit too uncomfortable with that throw. That's a difficult throw to make if you think about it. To make that throw, he kind of looks off him a little bit too quick. Throw it to the rainbow to the outside. I think he could have made that throw. But he just thinks, okay, I need to get yards. So this one I am confused by. They're rushing 4 once again. That's what Denver likes to do. They don't really blitz that much, so he has time. He's not trying to look off a safety here. I think he's literally just going through his progressions. He's like, I don't like it. Like it. Touchdown. Great throw. Okay, so now we're midway through the 3rd quarter. They have a 4-point lead, 17-13. So immediately, gets the ball. Out. Nice, nice delivered ball. 5 yards. So I believe the read here is a man-on-man. You're kind of trusting him to beat this coverage. You can see him kind of look that way. But he ends up going with Darren Waller. And Darren Waller just drops it. I'm trying to get like the exact moment here. But like you could tell, like he literally, it hit his hands. Yeah, he should have got that. And it's an interception by Derek Carr. But good tackle. Okay, drive after interception. How does he do? You have a single high right here, zone coverage to the left, and finds a little bit of a zone here. You know, a good thing to get it to Darren Waller first play. And now they do a lot of running plays. This is now all the fourth quarter, so he had very few passes in the third quarter. So they ran a lot. I'm not sure whether it's telling they don't trust Derek Carr. Well, they're winning, but not by a lot. You know, you still want to be a little bit aggressive here. And then you basically have Darren Waller who ends up breaking free on this pass route. I think that might have been a penalty. Not too sure. And yeah, that was OPI. I don't really blame Derek Carr for not hitting him there because, you know, it kind of messed up his timing by pushing the receiver down. So this one you have two safeties. One bounces back more than the other. This one kind of inches more towards the middle of the field. Derek Carr didn't see that. Interception. Now, I'm not sure if he really understood the play itself. Let's take a look at where his eyes are at. So his eyes are here. Stares him down. And once he throws it, keeps forward, got him. They're rushing 4 here. It looks like 5, but it's 4 because 59 backs up into coverage to cover the running back. He gets it out, and easy 7 yards, which is a kind of a trend. There is an open receiver here, but I think that's because they broke. Nothing really fancy. Saw the receiver. Let's move down the field. This is a kind of a weird look for me. He kind of is showing like he's a linebacker or something, but the linebackers are here. But they back up into like a pure cover 2. So who covers this guy? I don't know. One of them has to be responsible for him, and that could get somebody else open. Like if this guy covers here, he'd be wide open. But just nice little post route. Nice little post route by this wide receiver. One finds an open zone. I think that was a route, but open zone. So 2nd and 3, still down 7. A couple fakes. Nobody's open, so just kind of throws it to where nobody else can catch it. Giving the cardboard fans a souvenir. Okay, so now it's 3rd and 4. This is a pivotal play because you're up by 7. You ideally want a touchdown, so you're going for the first down. You're not going to get close to field goal range or anything, even though you're still pretty far out of field goal range. So you have two kind of routes breaking opposite ways. One right up the seam, and he decides to go with his check down once again. So they're showing, cover 2. He's like, I don't really care about that. I see my guys open, and I'll get it to him. That's the objective. Get a first down, and he did it. So I'm pretty sure they get like a 20-yard running touchdown after that play. So this is a new drive. It's a tie game. Try to get it to your wide receiver. He just makes the play. He almost bobbles it there, but just an out route screen. As far as every other concept, I forgot what the exact called. I think it may be called like a mesh out in, and he stares down his guy, but this guy's open. And sorry if I keep on saying this guy. It's just easier for me. I know Hunter Renfro's 13, Bugs 11, Aguilar 15. I know that type of thing. But Derek Carr doesn't see anything he likes. Everything is kind of covered at this point. You could say, well, Ruggs is getting held on a little bit there. But Derek Carr just rolls out. It doesn't really see much pressure, but rolls out. So he's not afraid to do that. He's not just going to throw it away. He's a little bit more athletic. He only gained 1 yard on that play, by the way. I think this one he just waits a little bit too long. If you're going to get to your check down, Waller's not open. Streaming route's not open. Get to him quicker, but Hunter Renfrow makes the play. So I noticed he's not really changing any looks or anything like that. What I've noticed throughout the entire game, he's kind of just pointing out Mike. He's not changing anything. He takes a look left. And going through his progressions. 1, he sees this guy. Okay, he's probably going to get covered here. And he decides to throw it to the right. So he's a little bit of a slow processor. And he kind of panics when he's about to be under pressure. He doesn't like taking hits, which is a good thing. He only had like 26 sacks. Derek Carr is in it for the long haul. He doesn't want to get hit, so he's going to get it out. I think he knows when to step into throws and when to actually, take a hit. But this one, you gotta have better pocket mobility. Okay, here, I think Lamar Jackson spins out, makes something happen. But you have, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to diagnose this play, but everyone's covered. Bunch formation to the left, as usual, blitzing 4. So they have 7 in coverage, and good throw by Derek Carr. Could be a little bit higher. Goes to his progression. He reads, left, left, no, covered, no, covered. Maybe could have gotten to him because he's Darren Waller. And then I don't know what this DB was doing, but maybe he thought he had safety help, but he didn't. Okay, so now this is the fourth quarter drive. I forgot to mention that they are blitzing. They're doing like a mixed blitz look right here. Like you're not sure this guy is coming, so you got to be hot. This guy is coming. You got to be hot on this guy. I'm pointing with my finger, but this guy right here, I think. But he decides to go trusty man Darren Waller, and don't blame him. So the Broncos give you very few options like that previous play. They're just gonna blitz, rush 4, and trust their defensive backs. And for some reason, I don't know why, but like literally, there's no one coming out or doing anything. I think he got bit by the running back. How do you not? How does that guy open? Middle of the field, and they are down by 7. Forgot to mention that. So they need a touchdown here. With a minute left, Derek Carr backs up. You have a route running across the middle of the field. I would have went with Waller because there's a small defensive back and just use your willpower. But he smartly just throws it out of the end zone while he was about to get sacked. Whose fault was that? Was that Colton Miller's fault? No, Colton does a good job. Just the right tackle. All right, so this one, taking a look to the left, sees his receiver breaking wide open, and he can't get it to him. Now, I think it's partially wide receiver's fault. Get in front of use your leverage. Get in front of that defensive back. Don't let him box you out. Now, 3 wide receivers to the left right here, so they're not running it. They're going. This is third down. Now taking a look to the left and finding his guy. And now all they have to do is punch it in for fourth down, which is not a given. And they end up getting it. This is their 2-point conversion. By the way, they're down by 1. So, ballsy. John Gruden touches Derek Carr, and he just sneaks it in. Nice arm angle right here. You don't really see like arm angles by Derek Carr, but like so arm angle, that's a big risk. Big risk right there. You had, I believe you would have had Devin Booker open, but wow. Nicely delivered by Derek Carr. So we learned a couple things here. He's Tom Brady-esque. Wants to get the ball out quickly. And I should have mentioned that earlier, but Derek Carr is really Tom Brady-esque. And I'll probably have a little snippet in it. But yeah, good play. Good game by Derek Carr. One interception was really his fault. Another one tipped. And yeah,